Hi guys, welcome to Shot4Shot. My name is Butter.
My name is AJ.
My name's Kurt.
And today, welcome to our review of the hit blockbuster movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. I hope your spider senses are tingling because ours have not stopped since we have left the movie.
It's quite uncomfortable.
Yes, it really burns. It's been a struggle. So hopefully you guys have seen it. If not, we are going to tell you what we thought about it. But again, this is where we're going to try to do
Spoiler free.
Spoiler free. Quotation mark.
Watch at your own discretion.
Asterisks.
But we try to make it so that you can judge it off us and not what we saw or didn't see. So,
Yeah.
Kurt, what did you think of it?
Oh, I'm gonna go first. Okay.
You're in the hot seat.
Let's bring it back. Let's rewind a little bit. A couple years ago, when Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, I felt right when that movie came out, maybe almost a year after that, they were like, "Oh, Marvel is getting Spider-Man now, and they're gonna have their own Spider-Man movie." I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like, weren't they setting up this huge Amazing Spider-Man world with the Sinister Six and all that kind of shit? The first one came out, Amazing Spider-Man I'm talking about. I'm a fan of the first and second Spider-Man movies with Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Third one, obviously, is
Garbage.
hot fucking garbage.
The masterpiece. That
I
it
saw
is.
Amazing Spider-Man 1. I thought it was alright. I loved the suit. I loved Andrew Garfield, but I didn't really love the story that much. Number 2 came out, was coming out, and I'm like, oh, they got the Rhino, they got Electro, they got the suit, they got
Jamie
they got
Foxx.
Peter Parker, Jamie Foxx.
he can't do anything wrong.
He can't do anything wrong. But the movie came out, and it was awful. It had a lot of flaws, similar to like Batman versus Superman. And after that, they're like, well, there's another Spider-Man coming out. I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, seriously, fuck you. Like, I can't not see the movie, unfortunately, because, like, I watch a lot of superhero movies. I love comic books. I love all this kind of shit, and I can't really just not see it and, like, because I'm just going to have that weird conversation with people like, you didn't see Spider-Man? Like, and then I'm like, oh, I got to really explain myself. So I was like, fuck it. I'll just go see it again.
Yeah.
And then first after that, I heard they were doing Civil War, and they had Spider-Man Civil War, which I really, really loved.
Yes.
Spider-Man Civil War. And then I was like, okay, I like how they're going a little bit younger for Peter Parker.
Yeah,
I'll tolerate Tom Holland right now. Not that I didn't like him at all, but like he was just a different choice. Obviously, he wasn't well known, and then. Actually, the movie came out, and we saw it, and I really, really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was amazing. I didn't think I was going to write it off a little bit. I was like, you know what? I'm okay with it not being great.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be awesome as much as I did, because I thought it was going to be a really, really grounded story. For Marvel right now, I mean, we've been traveling across the entire galaxy. We've been seeing these crazy people, these powerful beings, all this kind of shit, and I was like, why am I gonna care about Spider-Man in New York when we've already been in New York in the start of the MCU?
Yes.
And they fought millions of aliens in New York. Why am I gonna care about Peter Parker in New York just fighting the Vulture? And I was like, that's gonna be kind of odd to watch.
Yeah.
And I think they did a very, very good job of not only it wasn't really an origin story, because I mean they've had the benefit of already having.
I mean, Spider-Man's a household name.
Spider-Man movies, and it already being a household name, they didn't really need to set up the origin story. They literally set up the origin story with like 2 lines of dialogue in the movie, how he got his powers.
Which was great. And then they still did this cool like homage to like Civil War and stuff. So it really brings it all together, because if you have
I was gonna say also the homage to Civil War. It's in the very beginning of the movie. They also show it in the trailers a lot. It's like him kind of filming his fight in Civil War, and it really brought out like who Peter Parker is, his humor, and like where he is in the timeline of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. He's like he's still very new to it. He's still very naive, and he still like has fun with it, but he still is like he doesn't know what's going on.
I mean, the character's
weight of the situation.
Still learning, and we get that like throughout the whole movie. And it's like that's what we need. Is like we need a newer character, but again, it's like it's a guy we've been waiting for so long. Like Spider-Man is like one of the what if not Marvel's #1 character? And nothing against all the other characters.
No, he
but
absolutely
like,
is like Marvel's number
like
one.
he's
character.
their he's
Still
their
the test of time
flagship.
for sure.
He's the longest running. Coming this August, he's going to be the longest running Marvel comic of all time, and that is amazing, pun intended. And like.
I like that
As a almost a 30-year-old man, to finally see like a movie you've been wanting to see as a childhood, and like when I was younger and I saw the other Spider-Man movies, I didn't know what was good movies, so I automatically assumed, oh, these are the greatest movies. I read all the books, I got all the toys, but like they were garbage compared to this. Like it is like eating
Spider-Man
like
1 and 2 are pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
Two,
okay.
I think 2 was
Two.
extremely
I will give you Spider-Man
solid.
2.
X2 and Spider-Man 2, they
Some of the greatest sequels of all time.
From the even the they stand against the MCU. I would say they're very good movies.
Those are both Sony too.
Okay. AJ, what were your thoughts on the flick?
I have been just as excited. Probably you're a little bit more excited
Well,
than me,
please.
we were very excited for this movie, and
Yes.
we were both just like really looking into it. I was even like remembering they almost like I was all freaking out because they almost casted like Acer Butterfield and stuff. Like I was like
They
that
had some
like
weird
casting
shape-
stuff, like casting stuff. I was like worried about.
Yeah.
Like the Maze
So-
Runner kid almost
yeah,
got it too.
yeah.
Which, I mean, that would have been cool, but
Yeah,
mm.
but like I really like Tom Holland as a
He was
character. He was awesome. What I really liked about the movie is what I've been struggling with, guys, is
Hey, we're here for you, buddy.
I think I have superhero fatigue.
Oh,
It's been happening for quite a while now.
Okay.
And just felt like a comfortable space to tell you guys. No, but like I feel like I've been having that, and with Spider-Man, I was really worried it had to be like really good, or I feel like I would be like kind of lost from it. But what I liked about it was like you said, it was pretty grounded.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I liked
really
throughout
good.
the whole movie. It
For
was it like the other movies that we saw about Spider-Man was. It was always Peter Parker struggling to be Spider-Man, but like this was more of Peter Parker like really wanting to be Spider-Man like a lot, and like really wanting to prove himself throughout the whole entire movie. And I like that refreshing story of like he is like a kid just like all of us that
Yeah.
always really wanted to be a superhero, and then his friend helps him along the way too, like saying like, oh man, I want to be like your guy in the chair and everything like that.
that was
Like he really wanted to get in tune with it, and it just felt like that's the charming thing about Spider-Man is we both read it like when we were the same age around Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And it's the changes that you go through in life and the things that you have to deal with and everything, and it helps you through a lot. So Spider-Man's really cool, and the movie does that too as well. So I thought that was a really good adaptation, kind of like atmosphere that Spider-Man has always given to like comic book fans.
because they did really well, like in that high school aspect. Like, yes, we got that in like the Andrew Garfield one. We got that in the Tobey Maguire one a little bit, but then looks like when he went to college.
Mhm.
But I really like this because it really like his world is affected by everything. It's his like he's in this the hardest point in a person's life almost is you're graduating, you're fucking trying to be this and that, and what happens? You get fucking superpowers, and they did that
Yeah.
really well.
It's a different look on it, and I thought it was really good, and like how the ending goes a lot. I heard some people were saying that the ending's kind of like lacklustery.
Oh, that is
But I
not true
think-
at all. Like I was, oh man.
Well, no, I know you guys didn't think, but I heard some people saying
The
that.
ending how? So the ending with the Vulture or the ending with Tony?
Like
Both-
just
both
kind of
endings,
like how
really.
it ended was kind
I'm
of
not
like
saying you.
like
I'm saying what are the people saying?
oh, they just said like kind of like the ending how it like ended kind of fell flat, like. But I think what it is like I think some people might see it as they want like the Age of Ultron, they want like
Oh, that was
crazy,
The end credits
epic.
fell flat. Well, the end credits don't mean fucking shit anymore. I'm sorry,
No, not the
guys.
end
no,
credit.
just like-
he
just
means
like
like the
what they
the
did.
final
there wasn't
like
a
penultimate
huge,
battle.
Like, everyone was like, oh, there's not this huge boss battle, pretty much thing.
There
It's not-
was.
But he's
People
like a-
online are saying this.
I am the fucking main proprietor of that kind of shit. I fucking hate it. Not hate
Are you the voice
Iron Man,
online?
But for Iron Man, I fucking hated it. Iron Man 2, I fucking hated it. No, I enjoyed the
Whoa.
movies. I hated
Whoa.
the fucking end boss battles because they always like literally the end of Iron Man 2 is
Whiplash
just, like,
comes and
Whiplash
there's new
comes.
fucking armor.
Yeah, I got this brand new armor. You just follow my drones. Like, now you're gonna face me, motherfuckers. And he just whips them
whap,
out,
whap,
and,
whap,
like,
whap, and then-
remember that thing we did earlier? And, like, boom. And
Let's
like
do-
Iron Man fights Jeff Bridges. And he's like, I'm just gonna do the thing I learned earlier. And that was like also my main fucking
That was also
problem with a
Pepper,
lot
too.
of superhero movies. Is like they blew all their fucking budget on the first 50 minutes of the movie, and the last 30 minutes of the movie it had to be a quick rush, get it out. Like maybe film the movie, the end of the movie, and then start
Yeah.
with
Ooh.
the the beginning and the end.
But it kind of feels like they just came up with the title Spider-Man to work their way backwards. You know, it was just all Hollywood tricks these days.
Sorry to interrupt.
No. I mean, but I'm
Tell us
saying,
how you really
for
feel.
people that
Right?
do
I don't
think
know.
that they kind of want something bigger and epic, I think
thought it was
that. No, it was good. I think, but what I think it is, we have just kind of like a understanding of like what we really wanted out of a superhero movie, and they weren't kind of like pandering to like big flashy like Transformers
But
style
it
stuff.
was-
It was very grounded. It
Yeah.
was very real, and the enemies were real. Peter Parker's real. You know, even
Vulture's
Tony Stark's-
believable.
Maybe-
Shocker's
maybe-
believable.
Maybe what people are saying, they wanted more flashy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Fights.
like people wanted something flashy.
I wanted
but
to
I
see
like
Spider-Man like flip on him and flim around, like swing around him and like wrap him up and like do crazy
Yeah.
like shots of like him like fighting him at the same time.
He's
Like Amazing
still
Spider-Man 2.
learning though, and that's the thing. My thoughts on this movie, as it were we didn't really need an origin story again. We didn't really need all this stuff, and it was kind of like it's Spider-Man. Like, yes, it's the 6th Spider-Man movie we've had in 15 years almost. Do we need another one? Yes, because we need one that's done well. We need one that is actually going to make people want, like,
Canon.
Me as a huge Spider-Man fan, I hate to say it, I don't really like watching them at home because they're not really like make me want to rewatch them like again and again. And like the thing about this is like you hit every button with the Spider-Man for me. Like we had a classic villain, the Vulture. You did it the right way. You had fucking Michael Keaton, who is phenomenal as the Vulture.
he's great,
Scary.
man.
Like,
Yeah,
not
real
super scary, but there's definitely like 2 scenes where the scene with him and Peter interacting in the car, it's in the trailers. And then there's like the final scene where he's talking to Peter, and man,
That's not on the trailers.
yeah, he's like on the bench. It's in the trailers.
I don't
Anyway,
know about that, but go on.
he's like you really like feel like you really feel Peter's fear. Like Tom Holland really like you feel like, oh my god, he's like scared of this man.
Yeah.
And
There
but
was,
also
there was a part in the trailer where he talked to him in a car.
yeah,
Okay.
when he
he's
threatens
like,
him,
Peter, you don't even know what I can do.
All right.
kill you, your family, and everyone you
Pull it up.
I'm really sorry. I'm so busy. I'm slammed.
Don't mess with me, because I will kill you and everybody you love.
But also, it's like they had all these Spider-Man references and like old school Marvel references that are like, oh my god, this is so great.
Quick
Like,
question. At a point where did they mimic a classic cover of Spider-Man?
Oh, I didn't even
With
think. Okay, so
with the shit on top of him?
like in the second one where he starts to lose his powers a little bit and he
I was
like
like,
loses
is that a
that.
nod to that part? Where
And it is
and
because
water even started kind of pouring
you see
on
the
him,
water
too.
pouring
Yeah.
down and like you're just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? But it's such a huge moment. I was like, oh my god, like I felt so connected to Peter at that moment, and like I felt it for his struggle and stuff. And like, dude, you're fucking Spider-Man. You can do this.
Yeah.
And
The acting was really good. In
It,
that
Yeah, it was
the,
great.
the little
Really
kid
felt
in me
trapped.
really was happy about everything. Marissa Tomei as Aunt May, she was good. She was a shitty
She's
cook.
alright.
She was like a decent, like caring woman. I mean, she
She didn't have a chance to be great.
no, she
Yeah,
didn't have
she was
any.
there.
They
Like,
didn't
she
give
was
her- she's good.
What she wasn't like too over the top.
She was Aunt May.
I think Sam Raimi, Aunt May, way better. Best
Yeah.
Aunt May ever.
Yeah.
You can't get
If
better.
only she got that
Almost
toaster.
as perfect casting as J. Jonah Jameson.
Cut to the clip of the toaster.
J.K. Simmons and J. Jonah Jameson and Aunt May were really
No,
extremely
J.K. Simmons
well
is the greatest casting.
yeah.
Please
And
bring
Patrick
him
Stewart.
back.
Patrick
Please
Stewart as well.
bring him back as
Oh
J.
yeah,
Jonah
that'd
Jameson.
be weird though. That'd be a little weird.
Oh come on, it would be so like great.
So there's a part I'm gonna try and tread lightly as much as possible
Oof.
to not spoil anything. But when you watch a superhero movie, you just kind of expect the basic formula. There's the superhero, he's learning his shit. He fights the villain a little bit. He falls down and he brings himself back up to fight the
The
villain
Phoenix
again.
story.
Yes, there is a little bit different
X-Men
way
story.
how they tell that kind of hero versus villain story near the end of the movie, and it caught me by surprise. But I think that allowed for one of the most interesting
Ooh,
and
yeah.
enjoyable
Yes.
watching scenes of the movie, for sure, because you saw a hero fight a villain, not in the way that you're kind of normally used to. I'm trying
Seeing
to
like
tread
MCU
extremely
movies.
lightly
Yes.
Yeah.
for this.
And I want to say
Yeah,
this.
they went head to head in some kind of odd way that you wouldn't really expect, and it was very fun to watch. It made it really fresh and enjoyable for sure, and it was unexpected. I was like, "Wow, this is actually kind of cool." Now I'm like on the edge of my seat.
Like all these stories in the MCU, like you need to remember they're all adaptations. They're not like the exact script. They're not the exact story, but it's still like who gives a fuck that Aunt May's a little younger, or that some characters have different origins. And you know what? This one still, like, I totally forgot it. As a huge Spider-Man villain, there was only one thing that kind of like irked me, but it's still like I totally was mesmerized and was lost and didn't really even, like, at the end of it I was like, whatever. It was like the 2 minutes, So
your nerd rage subsided.
it did, but honestly, the whole time it was still like joyful. Like the whole movie, I was smiling ear to ear because it's funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
It's fun
really
too.
funny, really funny.
Yeah, if I could describe it in one word, it's the movie feels alive.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, for sure.
Like everything seems like, yeah, I totally believe it. Yep, the whole thing after the Avengers
and
the incident.
And one thing I think was when Sony was first doing the Amazing Spider-Man, there was a trailer that came out, and hopefully you guys remember. It was a trailer where it was like first-person Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Totally remember that. There was a small part in the movie. I was like, I kind of wish they did that more. Do you
But
remember what I'm talking about?
I think a lot of there were some parts in this one where they kind of did that, where I was like, okay, I like that a little bit.
I have another kind of thing to say against the movie, unfortunately. I think they showed an extreme amount of stuff in the fucking trailers.
Yeah, they did.
You could
considering
you could piece every scene together in the trailers.
Yeah, if
like,
you go
why
back
the
and watch it,
fuck did they show Tony Stark saving Spider-Man in the boat in the trailer?
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck?
killed that
that
scene.
killed that fucking momentum of the scene. I'm like,
It
oh,
wasn't
I know.
about that. It was
And I
about
was no, it was like, I know this part's gonna happen next. I know this part's gonna
She's just
happen
waiting
next.
through the whole
Like,
action.
there's
Yeah.
even the end part where like Spider-Man is fighting the Vulture in this place that is kind of like getting destroyed. You're like, you want to, as if you're to be like, how is Spider-Man gonna get out of this? I didn't think that at all. I was like, oh, that's right. In the trailer, they're on this they're on a beach, and like, oh, I know how this is gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I hate when
So
they do
much.
that. I was thinking about that as I was watching the movie. I was like, I just kept waiting for all these scenes to happen.
Yeah.
So I knew, like, yeah, Peter's gonna be fine. Oh, this is probably gonna happen. Oh, this is probably gonna happen, because I was just all these things were like leading up to those moments.
You knew there was going to be the Washington Monument scene. You knew there
Yeah.
was going to be the ferry scene. You knew there was going to be a scene of him on an airplane. You knew there was going to be him in the bank. Like, you knew all this kind of shit. And every
How they
fucking
get
major
there.
fight scene was kind of not detailed, but the clips were shown.
Yeah, but with that being said, though, at the same
Seems like something I
time,
don't like
I mean,
it.
people might not watch trailers as much as I do when I see them. I kind of, when I watch a trailer, I try and piece together the movie in my head and be like, this came first, that came first. And then, you know what, I wouldn't have actually thought of that before you told me about the suit.
Yeah.
I would have probably never have guessed that, but I would probably put that together in the movie theater when I was watching it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but with all that being said, though, at the same time, the movie is still like just so there's so many good moments in it.
Oh yeah.
That, like,
oh man.
That I bet it was pretty hard to make that trailer, because like there's a lot of other stuff in the movie that they don't show in the trailer that is like, whoa, like a lot of moments, like at least like 10 more moments that are like totally trailer worthy, but would obviously give away too much of the movie. So I think it's yes, it does suck that the trailer gave away some of the best parts, but there's a shite ton more parts that are like really awesome too that they don't show you. That, and even the moments that lead up to the moments in the trailer, like you were saying.
Oh yeah.
It's fun to travel on that.
Yeah, I
journey
wasn't
with
really
them.
saying not that it ruins it. It's just like, I know what's coming next.
No, yeah,
I
for
know what
sure.
scene's coming next. Like, I know what's happening. He's on the boat. I know what's gonna happen to the boat.
Yeah, but still, like at the same time, like
That's
that
not on
vibe-
me. That's on you. It's on the trailer line.
no. But like I said, but even that scene was like still really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
He fought like thugs on the boat.
Yeah.
It was really enjoyable to watch. But then I was like, I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, which was kind of a bummer, but
But it was really cool seeing Iron Man, the rest of the solution, the rest of Iron Man fixing the problem.
yeah,
He does have a new suit in the movie, which
He
is
does?
his ultimate Iron Man suit.
Is it really? I thought it
Yeah.
was just like an unfinished Iron Man.
No,
suit.
because it has like the gray and the red over, so it's more like his ultimate Iron Man suit. Which I actually really
it just
like.
looked to me like an unpainted version.
Yeah, honestly,
How
that's
dare you
really
say
what it
ulti-
is.
The only reason you say ultimate because it has gray in it. The look of
That's
the ultimate
what
Iron
they
Man,
say. Is we
the
took
look
it
of
the
the
example from the Ultimate
How
Iron Man
dare you
one.
put them side by side
Do
right
it
now,
Do
AJ?
it. Told you.
Or if I'm editing this, but put it right them side by side because they look nothing like.
Who cares who's editing? I'm still right.
Ultimate Iron Man looks like Hyper Future.
it's gonna be funny if he
I hate
if he
you so
doesn't look
much.
like that.
And the Iron Man in this movie looks like the Iron Man in all the other movies.
Hyper
with a different
future.
paper.
She's having like blue laser shooting
Yeah.
out though.
Well, you guys were mentioning though earlier that whenever we usually brought up the movie that we were worried that Tony Stark was going to be the person that stole the show,
But he doesn't.
but he
don't think
really
does.
doesn't.
Barely in it.
Yeah, Tom Holland just as Spider-Man, just like fuck, like
3
totally-
days he took to
totally.
shoot his parts. 3 days. That's how
Yeah.
much he actually was like in the movie.
It's definitely a Spider-Man movie though.
And
for
the
sure.
movie takes place right after everything about Civil War.
Yeah.
Like there is a cool little like a few years later, blah blah blah. Like it, but it really like leaps off because you forget that like the last one we really saw that was on Earth was Civil War, and like we saw Guardians. Guardians was amazing, but I definitely like this one a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, final thoughts. Kurt, our patent Kurt scale.
Okay,
do you want
Kurt
to do?
scale.
Let's
So
do a Kurt
what
scale.
the Kurt scale is, it's a 2-scale system, okay? On the left scale, it's 1 to 5, movie to film. Movie being 1, film being 5. On the right side, it's again 1 to 5, 1 being bad, 5 being really good, okay?
All
right. For this one, I'm going to give it a 3 on the film to movie side. It strikes that perfect balance of comedy and action.
Okay.
And for the good part, I'm going to give it a solid ass fucking 4.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
3-4.
3-4. Nice.
I'm slowly learning how this system works more and
Yeah,
more as we
it's-
do
it's-
this. Like
it's
I always
cool.
thought it was a 5-5 scale. but
5-5 is not the best
No,
one.
it's like a 3-5 is a
Like
pretty
5-5
solid.
would be
Like
Saving Private Ryan, but I'm not
Whoa.
going to watch Saving Private Ryan sometimes over other more enjoyable fun films.
yeah, sometimes you
What
got to
they do-
watch
yeah.
Caddyshack, or
Then you got to take the 2 1s and times them together.
I don't know why I said
That's
Caddyshack.
how it works.
All right, AJ. AJ, what do you got?
Like I said, it was a great movie to get us a refresher for the superhero genre. I really am excited to see Spider-Man in future things. So it's kind of like when we saw Star Wars, where it's like this has to be good, so we can get excited again. And it was the same thing. It was great. It was awesome. So now we're excited to see more. So yeah, I don't have a clever one yet. I got to think of one, maybe like 9 thwips out of 10.
Ooh, that's so clever.
It's so clever.
Got your back, bro.
Hey, I would have stolen that if you didn't use it. Let me paint you a scene. Okay, you're going out in the town with your gal. Okay, you guys are going to go to your favorite restaurant. You've been there, you've already been there 5 times.
McDonald's.
But this is your 6th anniversary going to this restaurant.
so Taco Bell.
See, okay, Taco Bell.
getting
Okay.
nice.
Oh no, Adele.
So we
Adele.
get there. You got your seat ready for you. It's all picked out. You're great. They welcome you. They come in. You feel really welcome. You feel, they're cracking jokes with you. You're laughing. And they sit down and you order your food. And all of a sudden, we have extra food. And they bring you out extra food. Oh, do you want some dessert too? Oh, they bring you dessert too. And you know what? You're eating your French fries and there's an onion ring in your French fries
sing
too.
me happy birthday
They
even
sing you
though
happy
it's
birthday
not
even
my
though it's
birthday?
not your birthday, because you know what? It felt like it was my birthday the entire time.
Does it come with a
I
free
was
like
watching
Sunday
it.
or treat?
Yes, because you get if
of
it's
course
your
you get a
birthday,
sparkler on
you
it.
get
I
a
don't
sparkler
know.
and a
I
sundae
don't-
or
I just-
or flan or wherever. I don't know where we're in this.
Del Taco.
Oh, in my flan or my churro with a little sparkler sticking out of it. So, anyway, thank you for tuning in, guys.
Thank you, guys.
I was Butter,
I was AJ.
And I'm Kurt.
and this was our review of Spider-Man: Homecoming. Thwip, thwip, thwip.
we fly away.
Excelsior!
Goes up together, don't